Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Is there anything about this girl that we kind of like need to know that was foreshadowed or
we'll face
hinted?
It together then.
To the end.
Come on.
So I'm not gonna lie, there is very little. Like I feel like, at least just trying to think, there's nothing that I really like.
How far do you
need
think
to
your
know
mother's
what I'm
reach
saying?
extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can. The best stories.
Over here!
I forgot I have a chocobo now.
Good girl.
Hell yeah.
Faster!
Damn, this bitch is not easy to control. What the fuck is this?
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her,
Uh-oh.
that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
I forgot to talk to the blacksmith, or maybe I did already.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
Oh yeah, that was
The
me.
Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions? 100?
Here it is. Where's the final person?
Word is, Port Isolde's closed their gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields.
Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know,
How'd you get it?
but we need to find out.
What do I do now? The fuck? Come on, game.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit.
Soft.
This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
The fuck was
Ready
that?
to go?
You niggas hear that shit?
This pass will take us through the mountains.
Just
And
chill,
directly
huh?
into
Or
the
chill,
path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apothecary,
How do I get
I've
off?
seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother
Jump me while I'm on my horse. No mercy.
Idea. You're not going to like it.
Sure, don't know. They both lead the same way, huh? Get this fucking camera.
Time to fight.
God dog it, man. Get off. Let's come over this way. Ooh, there's niggas over here. Oh, the black
More of
sheep.
my mother's men.
What's this? Oh, it was an item? Interesting. I hate how the camera fucking
Run like the
just
wind.
moves. I go in the right way. I guess we'll do loop around again. See if we miss anything. You can't. This thing, like the turning radius on this thing, it's like a fucking. God, okay. Well, maybe the choker was not.
Get him.
More black shields, huh?
This one.
Thanks for the help, Joe.
What a fine hound.
Fuck. Okay, I see. I see. Oh, jump. That was it? Waste my time. Something got fucked up over here.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
Indeed.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, Our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true Presarian.
I feel like the Black Shields are just really anticlimactic. I thought these guys would be like, you know, badass.
You're finished. Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
It's probably another trap, but I'm the main character, so nothing bad's gonna happen to me. Everybody else, though, the same cannot be said. Oh, I can't wait to press R2.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Dead forever. Jeez.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Finally pulling up on our mom. It's about
We
dang
can't leave
time.
them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Are we still going? Okay, they're still walking.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth.
Chocobo Slayer. Can I use any crap? It's like I see a lot of 1000s on here. You know, I guess we'll wait. Excuse me.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
That's scary.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, shut up, kid. Any quests here? It looks like there are no quests. Or side quests, I should say. I haven't seen one of these in a while.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Begone!
I'll be back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I will be back.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands. You'll find no succor to the South Travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Sounds like my type of company. Where the rest of you niggas come One of you niggas? Easy peasy.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Get him! Get him!
pull up on those crabs over there. Part of the scenery. Must I do everything? Come on.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Oh, we are far from the only ones trying to get in.
Have mercy.
Voice friends dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Fuck off.
I'm you generous bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
I guarantee that place is not abandoned.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
I bet there's some of those goblin things here. Seems like a good place to find some goblins. Oh, okay.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
I'm gonna be careful, I'm him.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Oh no, I gotta fight.
Or not.
Damn, I ran to them niggas.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
I was gonna say, damn, we just left them niggas outside after we beat the fuck out of them, but they're getting attended to.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Damn, no quests here. Not that I'm complaining. Don't get me wrong. I am definitely not complaining that there are no side quests. It's just interesting.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
I was trying to kill you. I'm not going to lie to you.
Ah.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's?
What is it you require?
Damn, we have not found any, Damn, it's 20k? Sheesh.
It has been an honor.
We'll show them as much mercy as they did our sisters and brothers in Old Hill.
Less if I have my way.
Based.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Okay, that's cool. No side quests, so guess we're going to the main quest.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Thanks, I killed the Phoenix.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Shield?
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I didn't have my axe.
Yeah, I'm sure, buddy.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
We're pulling up.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
You guys are so weak.
Then come! Die along with your flame!
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
I was wondering.
Another one of them to fight their battles for them.
Speaking of wyverns, they never told me why they called me wyvern. Like, early in the beginning of the game? Remember that shit?
The Imperials aren't taking any chances.
I've killed so many wyverns.
I'm flattered.
Over here!
Easy.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
So wait!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
Oh, trust me, it is being finished. Damn, haven't leveled up yet. That's crazy.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
That's why we gotta pull up on the mom.
I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battle to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
We get their ass beat
if
too.
Only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
The fuck is this?
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me place a crandle.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
Weeks?
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
Oh.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Typical nobles.
Where do I find this? This is in this area? What does it say, huh? South of Sorrowwise. I'll have to find, like, an actual guide to find these niggas, because I don't have the pages.
There are new billets being posted.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. But normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn on the AC. Wrong button.
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
How did we never hear about these guardians?
I could have sworn we had
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit?
Fuck, my bad.
What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my out there...
This is so stupid, I don't care.
Got what you came for.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Didn't think anything could rattle him.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Something tells me this is only gonna go... If he has doubts, it will affect his work.
I couldn't agree...
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy to...
Too bloody right.
Glad to hear it. Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way it turned, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even it makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit.
You don't know where we might find him.
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasts.
I see.
He did tell me something that apparently his next commission's...
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bet. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec.
Thank you, Karen.
At least you would...
So, it sounds like going after that griffin.
I'll leave the hunting to you. While you get on with that, I'll ask...
Good idea.
If I press that fucking button one more time. Use the hunt board. Alright.
Typical nobles.
Chocobos and children, huh? God dog it, bro. Norvent to Westgate. I guess we can try to find this thing. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking where to find the Griffin. I'm not even wasting my time with this.
Good day to you.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Holy fucking shit, I hate this fucking place. And there's no place you can fast travel to, so I have to fucking find my way through this goddamn maze.
Come on.
What does this fucking thing say? I guess we'll keep going till we find a bridge.
All right.
Alright, so we found the bridge.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Straight home now.
Found it. It's pretty. Pulling up. Das man. I think it's 28.
Goggles, look sharp.
Bro, what? Didn't give me a chance to. Well, we got him back. Bro, what? I didn't even let me. I wasn't even pressing any buttons. Didn't let me dodge. That's cool. Notorious marks. That should give me bank. Damn, his eyes are open and everything. Poor guy.
Something there, boy. Could that be our man? right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She send you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
All right. Let's delete this fucking marker. Oops. There we go. Press. Might as well just do the rest of these quests, to be honest with you.
How did we never hear these guardians of the flood?
Where to find the Angel of Death, Final Fantasy 16. Clairview Sandbrek. This was area. Now, if only it told me where this was. So it's by Northreach. here somewhere.
Slavers don't even.
Look at this place.
Fucking children. Oh, I see it. I think that's it. Don't know why it wouldn't be. Owie.
This isn't gonna be easy.
Time now, Joe. That hurt. Dead forever. And there's one more we gotta find.
Rest well. I know I will.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the flame?
Now we just need to find Belphegor. 1 second, waiting on active Time Lore.
No use calling Ambrosia now. This might take a while.
Don't care. This one might be trouble. So let's
be safe.
Let's hope I can give this nigga hands. 2 levels higher than this though, so.
Nice try.
And another!
Nice. That's all the marks.
Oh, there aren't any more of them.
Something tells me there'll be more of them. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this. He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded...
So that good few times too. And that's no ordinary... Oh, this is...
Yeah? Oh, here. Clive.
Camille.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name... Turns out he's from Tabor. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family...
Then we better keep this...
Listen, sorry for putting still.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway.
It's good to have you back, Black.
Just don't expect me to go turning out warlike. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides. And don't get me started on how much. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something... Anyway, enough narrowing.
Looks like we won't be needing any...
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins it. Right, now that's sorted. Oh, thanks, Clive.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
I see. So that's what we're gonna do.
Not bad. I do say so myself. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right?
The fuck do I get an electron? Guess I'll have to keep looking.
And?
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods.
Unwanted violets.
Why, I haven't heard folk you're looking for scorpion tails. Used to chuck 'em in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. And even if they were...
Do the scorpion...
I dare say they do. Great.
Thank you.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Good girl.
Faster!
Thanks, girl. Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Go for
This thing's got a lot of health, bro.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Any worse, at least.
Actually, let's go.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present
disgusting.
Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavors, but never have I tasted anything so fine.
I'm so
Thank you,
weak.
Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
She's taking quite a liking.
Let's check out Clyde's chambers real quick, and then we'll keep it Fucking push.
Headlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
We already did that one. Looks like those missions were already done too. Gotta check.
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent. making Drustinus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drek's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
This guy whispers like Geralt.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drek's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
I sure hope there's no dragons about in this area.
Useful trick. Freezing and throwing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes.
Damn, you alright?
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen.
The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
Right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secret only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut. They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as they put it. Then the only way past them is through them.
This one.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about. Look at this place. What a mess.
Wait. Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times.
Be sure to keep clear of his maw.
Believe me.
Nice try.
That's foul.
Don't breathe it in. Nice try.
Thing not just is it not stunned? Fuck no. Oh, what are you talking about, Jim? I have so much money.
Press on.
Yes.
Mount
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Damn, we staggered quick.
Get him. Nice try.
no other way across?
Quickly, before it melts!
This is going to be close. Come on!
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not.
Do you know how cold that ice has to be just to withstand lava for as long as it did? It's pretty impressive. There's a bomb over there.
They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Over here! Get him! Well. Too slow.
Well, we aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path. Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
It's pretty. Fuck. Well, I can't admire it now. What the fuck is this?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Oh, fuck. Fire.
This one. Too slow.
Now lets me admire the Drake's breath. That kind of looks like it's part of a dragon or something. I don't know. Like some membrane. If that's even, it's not a word, but that makes sense. Boss dungeon, huh?
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us?
She said that way cheap cast.
But this one must be the exception.
Demons never leave the lava. Demons.
Over here! Go!
good, I'll wager.
Fuck! Oh! I definitely pressed R1, but that's okay, video game. I forgive you. The flame lizard has been slain. Bye-bye.
Are you hurt?
It's just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Lady Marley. It's me. By the mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me. I'm so glad you're safe. And I you. Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Yeah, for real, why are you standing there?
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me. I'll live if you promise to do the same. Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right.
It's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Oh, new enemies approach. That's cool. Fucking nuts.
Get him! Get him! This one.
I don't know if I'm supposed to go here. I guess I am supposed to go here. Alright, let's go back this way. See what's over yonder.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
This one. Over here!
I'm stupid. Good job.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
I've got this dog.
Too slow. Nice try.
Doesn't sound good.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination!
It's not very nice.
For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. and my soul is stained black. Though not by ether, but by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more, nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, Dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Now!
Right.
Sam hell is that?
Why can't I do it? Please, just once.
Close enough, I guess.
She won't be able to hold that armor back forever.
We better make this quick. Fuck, he's fucking me up.
Get her!
Bro, I can't even get up. Bro.
This one. Over here. This one. Nice throw.
Bro, God dog, man.
right. I won't take long.
I'm definitely pressing R1. Get the fuck up, my nigga.
Right hand.
I think it's giving me fucking hands. I am not gonna cap.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here, use this.
What happened to that guy we're supposed to kill? What was that? Okay, we destroyed it. I thought it was an animal or something.
Are you watching, Sid? We're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Do it. Kill him. Kill him now.
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? What? Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's a very polite way of saying go fuck yourself.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
Oh shit. Creepy. That's so pretty.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Meanwhile,
This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure...
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Meanwhile, again.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sanbrec need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks, and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor?
That cunt.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation.
Got a fat ass blunt. Jesus.
Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
Damn, what the fuck?
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
Alright, let's check on Jill. And then... I had to stop. Oh, there's quests nearby too. Alright, I guess we'll play.